Alright, so a review. First topic Tuesday, we're going to be talking about special right triangles. And the special right triangles, there are two charts that we asked you to memorize, okay? Because they're dealing with a 45, 45, 90 or a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So when you see a right triangle, they're going to either be special, which is for these two charts that I'm talking about, or they're going to be non-special, meaning they're not 30, 60, 90, they're not 45, 45, 90, and you're going to use SOHCAHTOA. You're going to use SOHCAHTOA over here as far as how to solve the right triangle. Okay, those are your approaches. These are special right triangles. I can already identify that this is 45 and this is 90. The sum of these triangles are going to be how many degrees? 180. So you know this other missing piece is going to be how many degrees? 45. So already from the two charts memorized, I would write 45, 45, 90, x, x, x root 2. Guys, this is from memory, okay? This is from memory of what you will use. Now, I want you to put yourself where the angles are at, and you're going to look opposite from where the angles are at. This 45 looking opposite, you can put it in the column, is 2 root 2. Opposite from this 90 degree is this little a, and opposite from this other 45 is this b. Okay? The ones that you're trying to solve for are the ones that you can set equal to each other and just solve for x. So, we have x is equal to 2 root 2, and the goal is to get x all by itself, where there's nothing in front of it, okay? Already we have it by ourselves, so x is what you see of 2 root 2. Everywhere where you see an x, you're going to put 2 root 2. Okay, so let's see what everything else becomes. If I put 2 root 2 here, this is going to say that this value, which they're calling b, is 2 root 2. So where b used to be, we're now going to put 2 root 2. Okay? Now, again, we solved for this x value of 2 root 2, and we placed it right here where x is at. So mathematically what we did is we have 2 root 2 multiplied with this root 2 that's already there, and whatever we get as an answer is going to be right here underneath the column of 90 degrees. When I multiply this out, you tell me, please, what would I get when I multiply root 2 times root 2? 2. So I get 2 times this 2, what should that be? Anyone? 4. So opposite from 90 degrees, okay? Opposite from 90 degrees, whatever this length of the side is right here, we're going to say that it has a measure of 4. So how would you say it? You'd say a is equal to 4, b is equal to 2 root 2, and that's solving that per special right triangles. I'm going to do another example. Okay, let's do one to where it's not 45, 45, 90. Let's do one where it is 30, 60, 90. So this is also a special right because of the fact that it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, and we go straight to our chart. 30, 60, 90. Anyone? What are the x's underneath this? X, x root 3, and 2x. Okay, this is from memorization. So opposite from 30, they have y. I'm not going to write it down this time, okay? Opposite from 60, they have x. And then opposite from 90, they have 16. Notice that the only one that I can set equal to, so I can solve for x, where everything else is known, is the 90 piece. Okay? What do I do to solve for x? Anybody? Divide by 2. So when I divide by 2, see, the other one we didn't have to do that because there was nothing in front of the x. This one we do. Okay? So this right here, x is going to be 8. Since x is 8, that means I'm going to put an 8 here, an 8 here, and an 8 here. Well, this one, of course, works out because we got it from that. We know 2 times 8 is 16. Okay? But we will further know that this is 8 root 3, and this is 8. Here we go. Opposite from 30 is going to be a measure of 8. So we go here, we go opposite of 30, which is highlighted here, and we're going to say that y is equal to 8. Anyone, what would x equal? X equal here. 8 root 3, yeah. If you're not sure, remember, this value right here, the length of this side here, will come from whatever is with the column of 60 degrees. And when we solved it, that gave us that 8 root 3. So we have 8 root 3 is this length, so we could say x is 8 root 3. Now, you hesitated a little bit to tell me what x equaled here, and the reason why you probably did is the way they label the triangle versus what you have to have memorized. Okay? That's why I didn't choose to write x here under 60 and y this time, because ultimately I don't want you to confuse yourself with those letters. Okay? I'd rather you use the table and be able to get it from there. Okay? So that's the examples for special right triangles.